How do you describe Dad? I think that he is compassionate and he's caring. He has always had the interests of the child first. That's his passion.
Well, we met in when he was in med school and I was in nursing school in the gross anatomy area of the hospital. That'll tell you how it got started. I swore I'd never marry a doctor, but he was different. He was polite, he was smart, he was worldly, and a great listener. Now that has deteriorated a bit over the years, but you know, maybe it's three people, how I would describe him. Maybe the Energizer Bunny, Woody Allen in a sense in that he has such a sense of humor, and Jimmy Carter. We knew that we wanted to come back to Nebraska. There seemed to be a real need for what he had to offer.
Dr. Tom and I were recruited by the hospital here in Hastings in 1977 to come out to Hastings to start a practice. I was the first obstetrician gynecologist in Hastings, and Dr. Tom was the first pediatrician with neonatal intensive care training to come to Hastings. The pediatrician in town didn't do high-risk neonatal intensive care at all. We were able to keep babies in Hastings after 32 weeks of gestation that before could not have stayed in Hastings. So it made a big impact on the community.
It was his belief that you came in, you were there for the patients when they were scheduled. He knew them by name, their families. He enjoyed making sure that they had the best care possible.
Oh, you're getting big, you're getting big.
He worked closely with the schools trying to get some of their programs started, and we had a prenatal class, and Dr. Tom would start even before the babies were delivered, working with the mothers.
I think Tom was involved in about every aspect of the community you could be involved in.
Tom was always an idea guy, and I was an idea guy, and so periodically we'd get together and talk over lunch and exchange ideas. Tom was on the museum board for a long time, and he was kind of the young up-and-comer on that board, and he was the one that kind of found out about this idea of starting an IMAX theater here in Hastings. But typical Tom, he always had the idea, so when it got time to start raising the money, he asked me and Chuck Shoemaker to go raise the money. He said he was too busy to do that, but
Anytime that we could get away was an adventure, of course, and we'd pack picnic lunches, we'd pack the car, and we'd just take off to places unknown.
He always tried to take us to every cathedral in every country we could go to.
You know, as a kid, you're kind of like, well, where's the fun in that? But looking back, it was probably the best because we appreciate history and culture and the arts and life so much more because we were exposed to that at a young age.
I hope we've instilled in the kids the adventure of travel because it's been real important.
I remember being called into their bedroom and saying, you know, I've been given this opportunity, but I won't go without the support of my family. So I said, sure, go take it, just leave me behind, because I'm not leaving my senior year in high school.
I'll probably never admit this, but it was probably the most traumatic event in my life, and looking back, it was probably the best event because Growing up in a small town is very safe and protective, but moving to Chicago, there were just different unique opportunities and different experiences, and it exposed me to a whole different world of art museums and different places that we could go, and different people, and how different people live together and come together in a big city.
Tom has been our leader within the Academy. He has been the person that's provided the vision. He's been the person that's provided the voice.
Thank you. Well, Doctor, can I ask you something? Because, I mean, here would be a perfect example, it seems to me, for the medical.
It wasn't just lip service. It was problem solving. How am I going to make this happen? And when you come up against a challenge, here's how you can work it out.
So to the extent that there has been a person that has shaped and transformed the American Academy of Pediatrics over the last 30 years, it has been Tom Tonniges.
A couple of letters from patients that have written to Tom. This one lady writes, "I thought I would check in with you to give you an update on my daughter. With all the help and support that you gave us, neither one of us giving up on a great kid, things have turned out well. I just wanted you to know that I appreciate all your help and support when our family was in need. You made a definite impact on our lives. There are no words to express the gratitude that we have for you."
I just think growing up, the three of us knew that if Dad couldn't make something, if he couldn't make a baseball game or a performance or a concert, we knew it wasn't because he didn't want to be there. I think we all knew that he was gone because he was helping other people.
I don't think that there's anybody else that's more deserving of this award, so congratulations, and we're very proud of you.
You're welcome, Dad.
Yeah, I think I haven't had many friends like Tom Tonniges for a long period of time, and I miss him back here, and I'm happy for him to have this honor.
Our main legacy is the lives that we affected while we're here, and his legacy will be the children that he delivered and took care of, and the ones that survived because of him. That's his legacy. Sorry.
Tom, as you accept this Lifetime Achievement Award, it's very difficult to express my personal debt of gratitude, but also to speak in behalf of the thousands of colleagues and friends that you have provided a vision to, and that you've provided us the leadership to allow us to do what we do in order to serve children and families.
Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for allowing me to learn from you. Thank you for being brave.
The only way to treat all kids the same is to treat them all differently.